Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So we have discussed tuple, set, dictionary list, all the things. So today something new I'm going to do, and what is the new thing? Today I will discuss MCQ points on our MCQ question MCQ on tuple and set. Next day we will discuss some other point, but today we will discuss tuple and set. So let me start without wasting any time. Okay, so these are question on that is MCQ. So first, I would like to tell you about tuple. What is tuple? So tuple is a immutable data structure. Actually, that means after creation, we cannot make any changes. I'm going to give an example. Suppose I'm creating a tuple here. Tuple would be my marks, spanning operator. Within and tuple, the syntax of tuple is parenthesis. So within parenthesis, I will store something like 67, 89, 56. Okay. So this is my complete tuple and I'm going to print marks. So let me run. Okay. So this is my tuple. And suppose if I want to add something new element in this marks tuple, then what will happen? Suppose I'm writing like this, marks dot add something 69. Okay. Then will it work or not? Let's check. So it is giving us error. And what type of error? It is attribute error. Tuple object has no attribute add. Oh wait, I have given some. Okay. Now also it will not work because once you created the tuple, you cannot make changes in the tuple. Only you can clear it maybe. Okay, let me try. I can clear it or not. So suppose I'm writing like marks dot clear, and then will it work? No. Attribute error. Tuple object has no attribute clear. That means nothing gonna happen with tuple. So that's why we can say that tuple is immutable and tuple is heterogeneous. You can store multiple data types like string, boolean, float, int, complex, anything. So this is heterogeneous, but you cannot make changes. That's why it is mutable, and it is fast with respect to list because it is immutable. Okay, so let's start with our point. What is following? Which of the following creates a tuple in Python? So we have just discussed that it starts with parenthesis. The syntax would be parenthesis. So the answer will be one because only the option A gives us the elements in a parenthesis. So this would be our answer. Okay, the next question is again on tuple. So what is output of the following code? Okay, let me tell you, let's do this program here so that we can understand it better. Suppose I am creating a tuple. I'm giving the same example and I'm writing here one. So it's asking us print type T. What will be the type T? So let's see. Oh, I didn't print it. Print type T. So it will be of type integer. Okay. And in actually, we are doing on here. So it's giving you integer because one is integer. That's why it is considering is as integer. But basically it is a function. When you will not mention a comma after this one, then Python will understand that you have defining a function or you are calling a function. So let me put a comma here, then you will see the difference. So see, the difference is here, class type. That means whenever you are creating a single element tuple, then you have to put a comma after the element. Otherwise, it will be considered as function or argument. So, okay, let's move to the third one, which is the question on sets. So let me tell you that, okay, one thing I would like to tell you about tuple. Tuple follows indexing, and also tuple is ordered because as it is following indexing. So you know that this is following order. That's why you are getting indices. But set does not follow order, and set has no duplicate elements. I mean, set totally ignore duplicate elements. It has only unique elements, and set is mutable, but the element inside the set is immutable. That means you cannot change the element by any other elements, and that's why sets only contain that elements those who those are immutable, like number, like string, like integer. So it will only contain immutable elements. It cannot contain any list because lists are mutable. It cannot contain set because set is also mutable. It cannot contain dictionary because dictionary is also mutable. But tuple are not mutable. So tuple, it can contain tuple in itself. So let's go to the question. Sets are ordered. Sets allow duplicates. What it asked, what is the true about set? So set are ordered. No, I just said that set are unordered. It's not follow indexing. Sets allow duplicates. I just told you that only unique elements will be inside a set. So there will be no duplicate. Sets are mutable. Yes, sets are mutable. I just told you. Set supports indexing. No, set supports not indexing. That's why it is unordered. So the answer C will be the correct answer. Okay, let's move. What will be the result of set 1? 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. As I just told you that the set will not accept duplicate, it will directly ignore. So let me show you how it's going to work. So I'm giving you the same example so that you can understand better within curly braces. Okay, the syntax would be curly braces for set. So the example is what? 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 2, comma 1. Okay, now let's close the curly braces and print set 1. So let's see the answer. So the answer is 1, 2, 3 because set is going to ignore the duplicate. That means here 1 is twice, 2 is twice. So it will ignore this 1 and 2, repeating 1 and 2. Okay. So this is your answer. The answer would be 1, 2, 3 within curly braces. The answer will be within curly braces. The option C. Option C will be the correct answer. Okay. Let me highlight this so that you can understand it better. I'm going to highlight this with red. Okay. And the answer would be for set. This will be again. This will be the answer. And for this will be the answer. And so the following tuple. Okay. So it will be the answer will be A. Okay. So next one, what is, which method is used to add an element in a set? So as it is mentioned, add an element in a set. So add function will work here. So let me show you how it's working. Set 1 dot add. As I told you that set is mutable, but the element present in set is immutable. So suppose I'm giving 4 here and I'm going to print again. Okay, so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, that means 4 is added in the set because we are using add function. We cannot use insert and extend, also append, because these three are for list. So the answer will be B. Okay. So let's move to the next one. Next one, what will be the output of 10, 23? So there's a, I mean, it's a tuple, and 10, 23, these are three elements, and it is going to assign the variable quality. So what will be the output of this? So it is asking you print tuple, the index one, the value of uh, the value which is present at the index one. So let me print it for you so that it will be better to understand. Suppose I'm creating the same tuple here. Okay, the example are 20, 20 sorry, 10, 20, and 30. Okay, now let me print the square bracket 1. Why we have written within square bracket 1? One is denoting the index. And as we know that string list, these and tuple also, these follow indexing. So it will start from 0. That means 10 is at 0 point position, 20 is at first position, and 30 is at second position. As the, I mean, the index would be 3 2 for 30. And if we go negative, to take negative indexing, though, then 30 will be at -1, 20 will be at -2, and 10 will be at -10, no, sorry, -3. So let's run the program. So the answer will be 20. Okay, let me highlight this. Okay, so the answer is 20, because we are getting the because 20 is present in the first index. That's why it's giving you 20. Let's move to the next one. What happens when you try to change a tuple element? So this is your tuple 1, 2, 3, and you are going to change this T. That means this is your 0th position, and you want to change this element 1 to 100. So what you will get? Actually, I told you that tuple is immutable, so we cannot change any element after creation. Before creation, you can create tuple with any type, and you can store so many elements. There will be no problem. But after creating, when your creation is completed, then you cannot make changes in your tuple. So if you want to change your tuple, I mean the element present at your index, with some other number or with some other data type, then it will give you error. And how it's working? Let me show you. Wait. So the question is tuple assigning operator within parenthesis 1, comma 2, comma 3. And you want to make change the element present at your index. So you have just did this like this. If it was list, then it will be okay. We can make changes, but not for tuple. So what will be the answer? Print T. So the answer will be error. Type error. Tuple object does not support item assessment. Sorry, assignment. That means you cannot assign any value. So this will give you error. So the option B will be the answer. Correct answer for this question. Okay, next one. What is the output? Is the output of this? T equals to, sorry, T assigning operator, then 1, comma 2 plus 3, comma 4. So what do you think? Will it work or not? Let's check. It's going to work or not. I'm going to store it here. Suppose I'm giving the example, taking the example of 1, 2, 3, and here I'm going to using the assigning add function, and actually adding, and again taking some other element like oh yes, it can hold it can store duplicate values also. So I'm taking 3 and 4 here. And what will be the answer? Let's check. So yes, it's working. Why it's working? Because here there is something else. Not we are not assigning any value. We are not going to add using add function. So what is happening here? I'm going to write. This is concatenation. Here we are using concatenation, and what is concatenation? Whenever we are going to using the add this add symbol, then it will add your set, list, tuple, dictionary. This is known as concatenation. Let me write over here. Con okay concatenation and concatenation T-A-T-I-O, and the answer should be correct. Okay, so this is concatenation. That's why it's going to add. We are not using any function. This is concatenation. This is this is other thing, and it will work for set, list, tuple, dictionary, string also. Okay, let's move to the next one. The answer would be your 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. There's something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the answer will be A. Okay. So next one is which function returns the length of a tuple? So length of a tuple, we have discussed that length function. We say this to length function. Actually, length means length, but we don't need to write all the spelling. It is okay if you're writing only any len. That means whenever you go for search, you will find length function, not length. It will give you the length, but you have to write length function. Okay, let me write over here. I am writing here len len of t. 5. Why? Because we have 5 elements. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So that's why it will give you 5, because this is the length of your tuple. So this is the answer. That means len will be the correct answer for this question. Okay, so the next question is what will t dot index within parenthesis 3 returns for the tuple t assigning operator. That means these are 5 elements which is going to assign in the variable called t, and this is of type tuple. So let's check the what is going to give us the t dot index 3. So let me comment out. Okay, so my tuple, I have to create this 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. So this is my tuple, and I'm going to find t dot index. So let me print. I'm going to print directly. Let's check it is working or not. T dot index in parenthesis 3. So let me tell you what it will return you first. So it, as we have mentioned, dot index 3, that means it will go first and find in the background. This work will be uh, it will happen that first Python will go and check that this tuple, within this tuple, what is the element present at the index 3, because we are mentioning the position here. So index is just denoting the position. You want to get the element which is present at the 3, I mean present at the third index, and here 1 is 0th index, 2 is first index, 3 is second index, and 4 is third index. So it will return you 4. Let's check. Index 3, it's returning you 2. Why? T dot index 3. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So it should return which is the at the position of 3. Oh, sorry. My mistake. Okay, so it will give you that the element which is 3 is present at what index. So as you can say, 1 is at 0, 2 is at 1, and 3 is at 2. So it is giving you the 2. The index number would be 2 for the element 3. Let's check some other example. So suppose I am working here. Let me uncomment this. So if I go to check here, dot index in parenthesis 30, then what will be the answer? The answer would be 2. Again 2. Why? Because 0, 1, 2. 30 is present at second index. So that's why it is giving you the positional the index number for the element that you have written within parenthesis. So this is going to happen in this case, and the answer would be 2 here. Okay. So let's move to the next question. What is the next question? Which operation returns the union of two sets? Which operation returns the union of two sets? Union of two sets. That means here the answer would be set 1 u dot union set 2. Because if you do concrete, if you work with plus sign, then it will be the example of concatenation. So it will add, it will not give you the union. Union means the common, it will give you the first, it will give you the common elements, and then it will also give you the rest of elements which is not common in the set. But the concatenation part, that means it will give you whole the element present in set 1 and set 2, and if there is something duplicate number, then it will ignore. So the answer would be set 1 union dot set 2. But I'm going to give you an example how it's working. So let's work on it. Okay. So suppose I'm creating a set 1 of, and I will store some elements like 5, 6, 3, and a string. I'm going to store a string also. So this is my set 1, and I'm going to write set 2. In curly braces, I will give elements like 6, 8, 21. This is all about set 2. Okay. Now I'm going to do print set 1 plus set 2. So what will be the answer? The answer will be error, type error. Unsupported operator type as 4 plus set and set. So it will not work. But if I do here union, then let's check it is working or not. Dot union. That means for set computation will not work. Union set 2. Will it work? Yes, it's working. And as you see, that set is unordered. That's why you are getting elements at random place. I have given 5 at first, but you can see that 5 is at now second place because it's not follow ordering. I mean order. That's why it's giving you the values at random places. So the answer will be union. If we use set 1 and set 2, then actually and is for intersection. So it will give you just 6. Why? Because 6 is the only common element between set 1 and set 2. That's why it's give you only the common part, which is 6. And that's why we know that and is for intersection. And set 1 dot intersection, we never write intersection in this form. We always, whenever we need intersection, then we will write and symbol. So this will be the correct answer, option B. What about the next point? So what is the result of set 1, which is 1, 2, 3, set 2, 3, 4, 5, print S1 and S2. So it will give you intersection. I just told you. Okay, let me show this with here. I'm giving you an example with the same. So I'm writing and I have to clear this. Okay. So let's see. So only the answer will be 6 because it will give you intersection. That means the common part only. So here also in set 1, 1, 2, 3, set 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will give you just 3. The answer will be B, 3, because this is intersection. So it will give you 3. Okay. So let's go the next one. What is next one question? So what does set 1 minus set 2 do? Set 1 minus set 2 do. We have to do this with an example. So suppose I'm doing it here. I'm giving the example. I'm writing the example here. So let's check what is going to we get. So as you can see, with this example, we can see that 3, 5 turn V. The answer is 3, 5 turn V. Why? Because I'm writing here set 1 minus set 2. Set 1 minus set 2, that means first it will cancel out the common elements which is present in both sets. Then it will check what are the elements left in the set 1, because we have written here set 1 in the left side. That's why it will work on the left side only. It will only take the values remaining in the set 1. So that's why we are getting, first it cancel out the common element which is 6, then 5, 3, then we left in the set 1. That's why it's returning you this one. Okay, let me change the list name. Then what will be the answer? Let's check. So as you can see, first it's going to cancel out the common element. That means 6 will be cancelled out. Then as I have written on the left side set 2, and I am going to subtract set 1 from set 2. That's why the elements left in the set 2 will be our output. That means 8 and 21. This will be the output. So the answer will be return elements only in set 1 but not in set 2. This will be your answer. Option B will be your answer. Okay. So let's move to the next one. What is the output? Set 1 and set 2. Print set 1. This symbol is for, this is a symbol which is very important, and this is symmetric difference. This is known as symmetric difference. And what is symmetric difference? So let me show you with the same example. Okay, let me create another set. I'm giving you the same example so it will be better to understand. Suppose I'm writing a set 1 assigning operator within curly braces 1, comma 2, comma 3. Oh, wait. So here we will just write the parenthesis part. Let me show you. So here you can see in line number 19, set 2 is 3, 4, 5, and I have given the same syntax over here. Set 1, then this is my symmetric difference, the symbol of symmetric difference, and this is set 2. So it will give the answer like, let's check what will be the answer. So the answer will be 1, 2, 4, 5. And how it's going to happen? So it will first cancel out the common elements and then it will return rest of the elements present in the set 1 and set 2. That's why we are getting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 3 is cancelled out because it is common in the both sets. So the answer will be 1, 2, 4, 5. This will be our answer. Okay, let me green. Okay. So this will be our answer. Let's move to the next one, which is which method removes a random element from a set. So if you use remove, then you have to pass the parameter which you want to remove. Suppose if you use remove function, let me show you with this example. Let me comment out. Okay. And if I am using here, suppose I'm using here print, then set. Okay, let me first do this in this simple manner. So I will write just set 1 dot remove. Then I have to pass a parameter. Suppose I'm giving 3, then it will remove the element 3. Only it will give you what happened. Oh, sorry, I didn't print this. That's why it's giving me this like this. Set 1. So let's check the answer. The answer will be 1, 2. Why? Because it is going to remove 3. And instead of using 3, let's do something else. Here, let me copy this, then it will be good. Okay. Now I'm going to give the option discard. So if I write set 1, let me do the okay, set 1 dot discard. Discard. So what is the function of discard? So discard, suppose I want to delete element which is 4. Then what will be the answer? Let me keep here. Okay. So what will be the answer? The answer will be, the first answer is 1, 2, and the second answer is 1, 2 again. Why? Print set 1 dot remove, set 1 dot. Okay. Why it's giving us 1, 2? Let me comment this, then it will be good to understand. Let's run all again the program. So it will give us 1, 2, 3. This will this is going to change nothing, because discard function is something like, if the element is not present in the list in the set, then also it will not give you error. It will give you just that none, or it will return you the same set, or normally it give you none. So this is the function of discard, I mean the functionality of discard. And pop. Pop will remove a random element. Suppose I am using here pop function. I am giving pop. I am using pop. Then what will happen? Sorry, pop only. So what will happen? Oh, I have to give parenthesis also, no? Okay. So let's run the program. Then see, this is going to remove a random element. It is not necessary that all the time it will remove 2 and 3. Okay, let me run again. It is already done. I mean, it is already removed the one element. It is not necessary that if you want to remove 3, 2, 1, something specific, then you have to use remove function. Otherwise, you cannot remove. Or also you can use discard function to remove the element. So this is for this video. In next video, we will discuss the other portion. So thank you very much, and stay happy and healthy, and keep practicing. Thank you very much. Bye.